Hey there, I am making some striped blocks, or have made these striped blocks, and for each block I need to trim them to make them exactly 9.5 inches square. I thought I would show you how I do that in case you haven't had to do that very often if you're a beginner. What I do is I take my big square ruler here, this is 12.5 inches, and I line up, because these are striped on the diagonal, I line up my diagonal line right there in this one corner. And I make sure that this is along this edge, and I have 9.5. I've got enough to get 9.5 here. I've got enough to go 9.5 inch here. So I am going to cut the right side, and it's just going to be trimming a little. And then I have to stand up because I'm going to cut the top. Okay. And now I'm going to flip this block around. And I'm again going to line up 9.5 the corners there. I'm going to flip this down to 9.5 there, 9.5 here. I'm still on the diagonal, and I can cut the other side. Some blocks have a lot, you have a lot extra, but these blocks have a little, so you really have to kind of pay attention to the little bits. And that's all nicely done. So we have a nice 9.5 inch square block. Here's one I've already trimmed. Now then, when we sew these together later on, they should match up in a good way if we wanted to put them like that or like that. So, trimming blocks is easy if you have a square ruler and if you watch your edges.